Hello everyone, and welcome to the re-release of the Hiveopod by Arman Gamer. So I say re-release because, as some of you may be familiar with, I have already looked at the Hiveopod in the past, and it was a part of the Scrapped Assets mods. And as of yesterday, Arman has now separated the creature into its own standalone mod, which was quite heavily requested. Now, don't you worry if you already had the Hiveopod from Scrapped Assets, because that is still there and it still exists, but it will no longer spawn in the wild. So if you want to get the new version, you're going to need to use the new mod. As the new mod also has a whole bunch of brand new changes for the Hiveopod as well, including the new waste variant, which behaves rather differently compared to the standard one. So, first things first, we want to find ourselves a Hiveopod and check it out, both the regular one and the brand new waste one. And you probably notice that I'm here on a Majunga, and I've chosen a Majunga because I wanted a creature that can just deal with the corrupted dinos, because there's so many and they're so annoying. I just wanted to get from point A to point B, and I realised I forgot a very important update to Majunga as well. Feel free to recommend me some videos or just checking out like previous updates, because I have so badly lost track. You have no idea how busy I've been in terms of modelling. But to talk about the Majunga for a second, the Blighted Majunga, you know how a couple of you were, rightfully a bit annoyed that the industrial saddle was just cosmetic? Well, if you have gasoline in your inventory and you switch over to tracking stance and you get immediately slowed by some aranaeo, for goodness sake, well, you just saw it for a second then. Hold on, let's just kill these real quick. Okay, well, apparently it doesn't want to turn off, but what's supposed to happen is, just like the Droppy Anatha, when you sprint, it will enable the jet engines and will activate and make you sprint faster. This can only be done in tracking mode, although mine is a little bit bugged right now and appears to be happening permanently. So don't worry about that, that'll get fixed. But yeah, so that's a really cool thing, and like I said, I kind of regret not checking out already. Yeah, I'm really open to like any recommendations or people saying like, hey Becky, you missed this, maybe you want to try, give that a bit of attention, because wow, I have lost track. But yeah, look how cool this is. Now this is how you travel in the wastelands, and it's going to make finding my Hiveopods so much easier, because so the Hiveopod can spawn in basically every map, except maybe not the island. I'm not sure about the island, if it can, maybe in caves. But otherwise, in every other map, it is essentially anywhere that has a Wyvern Trench or a Rock Drake Trench. That includes Aberration and Valguero as well. In terms of Valguero, that means Wyvern Trench and Rock Drake Trench, both of them. And otherwise, also in places such as the Lava Island on the centre, the Sulphur Biome, and the Desert Cave on Extinction right here. And you can also get the waste variant in the forbidden area on the, the top middle corner. That near the corner. You know what I mean. Right then. It turned off! Okay, cool. So that's what's supposed to happen then. When you stop sprinting, it's actually supposed to turn off. And if I now go into combat mode, because I, want to if I'm killing things, such as this, then, yeah, it will no longer activate and it will save me the gasoline. There's a couple more features about the Majunga. I'll check them all out another time. Let's get reviewed too quickly. And let's focus on the actual thing that we are here for, and that is the Hiveopod. Look at it, there's one right there, level 40. So I'm going to go over everything as if we're seeing it for the first time, but perhaps a little bit faster, because I have checked this out before. There has been quite some changes, so it's not exactly the same, but it still may be familiar for those who had seen the Scrapped Assets version. So first things first, the Hiveopod saddle is unlockable level 50. And the food required to tame it, the salted spoiled meat, is at level 48 and can be made in the mortar and pestle. Now, these are passive tame, and I forgot my insect repellent. Ah, no! I forgot my insect repellent. Give me a second. Oh, God, and that's one of the new abilities. The Hiveopod, when it attacks you, can inflict rage on you, and this will cause other creatures to aggro to you. Or vice versa, if I am riding the Hiveopod, I can make other creatures attack my targets. So that is really quite cool, but before that, let's go ahead and, yeah, get that bug repellent, shall we? Okay, there he is. So let's go ahead and just apply some on me and apply some on my tame, just hopefully it doesn't get aggroed. Going to grab the salted spoiled meat into my zero key, and this is a very simple passive tame. Now, Arman did mention... Oh, bugger. Now, Arman has mentioned that it does also take high kibble, but I'm not sure what the high kibble actually... Oh, I can't feed you. Let's find another one. I'm not sure what high kibble actually means, so maybe like exceptional, maybe extraordinary, maybe something smaller than that. I'll have to test out another time. Wow, you are tanky for level 40. Oh my goodness. Considering I one-shot the Carno and two-shot this 20 here. Scorpion. Right. Yeah, that's going to be a whole bunch of Hiveopods all around here, I reckon. Let's go find another one. Preferably one I've not already aggroed. Yeah, I must say I'm really glad I've chosen a dino that can actually kill corrupted creatures quickly, because in this short period I've been attacked so many times already, and I can just run through the rocks, and I really love this. This Blighted Majunga is so convenient for travelling the wastelands with. Okay, I just found another Hiveopod. Just quickly wipe out these raptors. Get in position. I got my bug repellent on. I'm just gonna run up. Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna run up and feed it. I've got no idea what level this is. Hopefully not too high. Level 10. Well, I was expecting better than that. But yeah, so this time that I've not, you know, pre-aggroed it like I did last time. Whoops. Yeah. Instantly 35% from a single bit of salted spoiled meat. I'm sure it'll be a lot higher of kibble. No, don't attack my Majunga. Oh, I hope this doesn't aggro the Hiveopod, because I'm pretty sure they're parented from araneos. Nope, you are chilling over there. You're ignoring me. That is preferred. Thank you. Okay, so how quickly are you going to tame up? Oh, okay, actually really fast. Oh, but I may have aggroed it. Yep, I aggroed it. But that was actually a really fast second feed, which makes me think that hopefully, you know, the de-aggros, it might feed again quickly. Fingers crossed. I didn't just bug it out. Bug, get it? Get it? Sorry. Ooh, that's not what I want to deal with. Yeah, so be wary. If it hits you, it really makes things aggro even more than usual. Oh god. Oh, are you're just running around harvesting? Can I quickly? Yeah, there you go. Fantastic. So I think that may have just been a weird one-off earlier, or maybe I was just impatient. That's entirely likely. So we got a, well, a weak level 14, but still a level 14 Hiveopod. And like I said, a couple of things have since changed. So, first things first then. We have our left click melee attack. And the right click is the ability I keep getting infected with, and that is where it causes other creatures to aggro onto your target, so it inflicts a rage on your targets. And, oh, hello, Alpha Zung. You know, I really shouldn't go hit it, but I'm really curious to see if I can make others rage onto it. Then again, though, if this is anything like pheromone darts, I don't know, pheromone darts I've always found very hit or miss, but, I mean, you never know. There's only one way to find out. Okay, well, the important factor is that there are indeed other creatures here, and there's actually another Hiveopod right there, level 20. Okay, can I cause everything to... Oh, that's not gonna... Oh, God. You know what? Attack each other. Oh, they're all alpha buffed. But... Hold on. Is the alpha on my side? Oh, the alpha's on no one's side. Oh, my... I did not think I'd die that quickly. Look, the reality was that was all totally intended. Just so I can show you guys a 150 tame. Because we all want to see what a 150 tame can do, don't we? That was definitely intended. Wink, wink. Damn, I love the alpha ones. Anyway, right, so yeah, the right click is the rage ability. Now, unlike the previous one for scrapped assets, these guys no longer have the summon swarm abilities. You can no longer summon a swarm, and that's been scrapped for now, but will come back another time, so that'll have to be a planned ability coming back in the future. And otherwise, that is actually pretty much it in regards to its active abilities. Now, I'll say active because there are a couple more things about this. So, previously, whenever you would kill a wild Hiveopod, it would drop Hiveopod Toxin. And it's worked as a substitute for Biotoxin, which is great on maps like Scorched Earth, where I don't think you can get Biotoxin naturally. Not even from Deathworms, I don't think. So that did allow just like a new alternative to getting Biotoxin from the wild Hiveopods, but now tamed ones can passively produce Hiveopod Toxin and Hiveopod Bile over time. So as we can see, we've got Biotoxin now, but the bile can be used for medicinal purposes when carefully prepared. That I don't actually have any information for. So medicinal properties makes me think of, you know, obviously a medical brew or a healing tonic or whatever it's. I always get the name mixed up. Whatever it's called in this game. So I'm not actually sure about that. Like, can I eat it? I do have like a bit of missing health. Oh. No, I cannot eat it. Okay, well, that's interesting. But yes, in terms of some other abilities for this guy, well, let's go ahead and test by going into the desert cave. Oh, this is handy. I only need to be near the cave for this to activate. So as you can see, I've got an aggressive new buff. I am in a cave, or near it in this case. I think the extinction caves are a bit of an exception because they are so much larger and therefore don't expect me to get very far. I'm just demonstrating right now. But the Hiveopod, it was always intended to be a bit of a caving creature. And now Arman's really pushed that even further by the fact that the Hiveopod gains 20% more damage and 20% more resistance while in a cave. And this just helps, you know, the whole cavingness of this creature. And there is another benefit. So I think that is new compared to scrapped assets, but it does also have another benefit since scrapped assets. And that is that the Hiveopod can gain a variety of different buffs depending on bugs that you kill. And when I say depending on bugs that you kill, it varies based on, you know, the level of threat that the bugs you kill are, or maybe drag weight even. I'm not actually entirely sure exactly how it's separated. But essentially, these buffs, there's 1 or 5 different buffs, and they can vary from as little as gaining a short duration buff for your stamina, health, and resistance. But you can also get as high of a buff as 20 hours for greater damage, speed, armor, and healing. And that one you get from killing bosses, so I'd, you know, have to assume the Broodmother. If you can kill the Broodmother on a Hiveopod, then my goodness. I wonder if the arena counts as a, you know, a artifact cave. That'd be an interesting thought. I was hoping to demonstrate by at least killing a mantis, but nothing appears to be spawning in this cave. So, yeah, how about I just, there you go. Let's just kill a mantis real quick then, guys, shall we? What kind of buff do we get from killing a mantis? Just imagine it was a cave mantis. There you go then. So I got super damage boost for 50 seconds. I deal 50% more damage. And you can imagine that in an actual caving environment, you know, but caves are predominantly populated with, like, you know, Aranaeo and scorpions and Arthropleura and, you know, scorched earth caves, obviously mantis and such. So you're going to be getting like all sorts of different buffs frequently of good uptime, in addition to the caving buff as well. And that just sounds really cool. These buffs would thus also help you fend against, you know, the non-insect enemies like the bats here. So if I didn't have this buff right now, this would be a much harder story, although it's level 5. Okay, it wouldn't be that hard. Level 65, I mean, yeah, no, little Hiveopod man, he's doing decent. Considering he's got no levels either. Let's chuck a couple of more levels into melee. There you go, let's get a lot more levels into melee. And bearing in mind, this is not imprinted. I am pretty sure you could breed these. Double check real quick, hold on. Yep, gendered. Yep, mating, so you could get an imprinted one. Without an imprint, let's see how you fare. Oh, here we go. Things have finally spawned. Okay, yeah, now we can actually test this for real. So we've got bats, we've got Arthropleura, we've got mantis. Go ahead and right-click, need to remember that, to hopefully encourage them to attack each other. Oh, lag. Oh, big lag there. And now I'm getting all sorts of buffs. We've got damage resistance, got super damage boost. So the damage resistance would have been from the scorpions, or Arthropleura even. I already forgot what I was attacking. There's a wild Hiveopod right there. Let's go fight you then, see what you gain, or what I get from you. Level 50. Die. Hold on. Aggro. There you go. And die. Oh, there you go then. So I got a refresh on... Ooh. Oh. Oh. Well, that do be the downside, I suppose, is that it does aggro a lot of other creatures from far away, including ones you might not want to fight. But I guess that is very much a, you know, scorched earth / extinction problem. But yeah, isn't that cool? Minus that part. That part's less cool. But at least we get lots of armor. Oh, I did a lot of damage that time, jeez. And you can imagine right now, once the swarm ability is reintroduced, that'll probably really help as well. Come on, right click, infect. Have you all attack each other, please. Ah! You know, actually the elementals are ironically helping me travel because Hiveopod is not the strongest creature in the game, is it? Fastest, it's not the fastest creature in the game. So the rock column's kind of helping me. How much armor is that? 25% less damage, 50% more damage on top of the 20 from being in a cave, and there are more benefits to gain as well. You know, I just have to know, the voices are winning. What about a death worm? That probably, wait. There you go. What about a death worm? You know, probably shouldn't have spawned in level 10 actually. They don't normally spawn level 10, do they? Oh god, I may have made a mistake. Okay, there we go. I should be able to kill the death worm now if I can reach it. If I can reach it. Come on, come on. I'm trying. I'm really trying to reach it. I want to see. Please. What button? What button? What ability? Oh, gain. But I can't reach it. I'm not going to god mode. I don't want a god mode. That's lame. As you can tell, I'm already infinite statting because these two definitely would have killed me. Okay. Fine. I'm gonna have to be boring. Yeah, there we go. Okay, what would I gain for killing a death worm? Dead. Ooh, I got a big buff. I got, it gives it 20% damage, resistance, healing, and stamina regen. Ooh, ultra protection. That's gonna last me quite a long time as well. Sweet. So, there you go. Well, that's what you'd get for that. Now then, let's go check out the waste variant, shall we? Alrighty then, the waste Hiveopod. This guy does tame different. It's not a passer-tame, but it's more like an otter passer-tame. And it can only be found in the Forbidden Zone. Now, look at me, I'm on an archer. I'm on a flyer during a video. This is strange. And I'm on a flyer because I'm going to do something just a little bit cheesy since, I don't really fancy dealing with, you know, corrupted gigas and corrupted wyverns and such, so I'm gonna go try find myself the waste Hiveopod, and I'm just gonna carry it out into somewhere a bit safer to team it with. I know that's kind of cheesy, but hey, I think everyone else would do that anyway. Oh, there you go, a level 10. Of course you're a level 10. But yeah, see, look at that. I don't really want to tame one. Oh. First try. I don't really fancy dealing with all of that. So one thing... That wasn't me. But come back. No. Don't hit it. Don't hit it. Okay, thank you. Did it like... I'm just going to watch it. But, as you can see, this one is not aggroing to me. Or to my tame either, apparently. And this is for lore reasons, and I'm not sure what that lore is, but essentially, the corrupted Hiveopod will not aggro to survivors, and I guess tames perhaps as well. But yeah, like I said, these guys are a passive tame like the otter. You have to kill corrupted dinos and just drag the corpses over to it and feed it with a corrupted dino corpse. So let's go somewhere that's a little bit safer, that isn't full of, you know, corrupted rexes and gigas and wyverns and... you know, things that will make this unnecessarily difficult. Okay, this is only level 10. I can't see it taking too much. And I do see a corrupted pteranodon nearby. And I should be safe to just, yeah, chill. That's just going to stay there. So this is a bit on the easier side to tame. And the reason for that is that Arman said he wanted the challenge to be the environment, not the tame itself. And you know what? I think that's quite valid, actually, because extinction is, you know, it's not... hard, but things can go south really, really quickly. Oh, bugger. Not to mention as well that with the corrupted dinos, their corpses despawn very fast, but much like retaming an otter, when you pick up the corpse like, of a fish, picking up the corpse extends the spawn duration. So normally this corpse would have despawned by now, but because I'm, again, carrying it, it extends the duration and, you know, it makes it quite a bit easier. Provided that Dillo doesn't harvest it, please don't harvest it. Right, you bugger. Oh, that's my bird. Oh, you turd. Oh, wait, actually, I think we're fine. Oh, we're fine. We're not fine. Oh, but it's, I don't know if it's aggroed or not, but I'm going to try again. Feed corrupted creature. Might be on a cooldown. Oh, yeah, there you go. And I already got 90%. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. You, on the other hand, are not going to make this easy. Oh, actually. No, you are not going to make this easy. I guess what I could theoretically do, though, I don't see any reason why this wouldn't work. I could just pick it up and then move it to another location. Yeah, that seems to work. Oh, okay, it does not like my RG. Fair enough. Ah, there we go. We have a tiny corrupted dialect just sitting there minding its own business. Because, wow, there are so many corrupted Rexes. Kill you, or I can miss, and miss again. Yeah, I must say, this really is a refreshingly simple tame. Maybe even easy, actually, but it's refreshing. Not every creature has to be that deep, you know what I'm saying? it is quite nice that, you know, you come to Extinction, you come to have a different experience, and you can just, you know, go ahead and just grab yourself a brand new creature to experience the map with, and it will, you know, actually help you in your Extinction journey, because this guy is all about the corrupted creatures. So first of all, something I neglected to check out earlier, but now it makes more sense with the corrupted variants, is you may have noticed new sounds, new animations, and also, yeah, the corrupted version. So the corrupted like effect, not the effect, the markings, if you will, were all done by me. The sculpt, the model part was done by me, and the saddle. Whereas Clay did the texture, so he's the one that's made it all glowy. He's added the pink and blue. And yes, Arman specifically wanted like a bit of this extinction augmentation as well as the corruption. I love that. We don't get any modded creatures with, like, you know, the augmentation from extinction, and I think that's such a underrated mechanic. And I really am glad that Arman's done this, and I really like how Clay's textured it. Oh, it's really convincing. It feels like that augmented effect, and again the corrupted effect as well. I'm really happy for how that came out. And as I mentioned, brand new sounds, brand new animations. Mordecai's has done the sounds, which, like I said, I didn't think to appreciate earlier. Yeah, so now it's no longer recycling Araneo sounds, it now has its own unique sounds. Does it have a cosmetic roar? No, it does not. Okay. And Faye has done all of the brand new animations. Now, you may notice it doesn't have ground conform yet, and ground conform is when the legs, you know, respond to the environment. And that will be a thing in the future. Arman does plan to implement that. But ground conform as a whole is a really awkward feature that it just seems to be hit or miss as to whether or not people can get it to work in the kit. It's really awkward. But it's fine though. I mean, this guy, he feels nice. He feels a bit light on his feet, I will admit. But it does look and feel and sound a hell of a lot better compared to the previous one. It's a really nice improvement. Now then, what does the waste Hiveopod do? Well, first things first, it produces different materials. You can create hardened corrupt polymer using corrupted nodules and raw meat. And you can also create concentrated sulfur using raw meat and keratin. Oh, that's interesting. Now, you can get sulfur on Extinction anyway, so it's not like biotoxin on Scorched Earth, where it's like a more precious resource. But I guess it does save you the hassle of going to the sulfur biome, which is, you know, incredibly hot all the time. But when it comes to the actual benefit to the corrupted Hiveopod, I think it has pretty much the same attacks as before. Let me see. It harvests more corrupted polymer and element dust from creatures. Oh, it harvests element dust. Oh, probably from tech creatures then, actually. Yeah, so it's just better harvesting when it comes to the Extinction native variants that you can encounter. And instead of getting the buff from killing insects, it does gain a buff from killing corrupted creatures. Ow. Not to mention that rage debuff, I can now make it instead take extra damage. So the right click, in other words, secondary attack. I can now have these creatures deal more damage, which I had to wonder then. How would the Wasteland one work in a caving environment, being a support to a regular one when caving with? That'd be really interesting, actually. Have the Waste one, you know, make everything take increased damage, and then have the regular one do all the damage, do all the DPS. That'd be fun to try out one day. I need a friend for it. Wow. It's typical that I've been taming level 10s today, because while the level 10s are terribly weak, but as you can see, actually, I killed that Dilo. My Hiveopod is powered by the corrupted meat, making it take 50% less damage and deal double damage, and increased movement speed. Increased, I like that word. There you go then. Oh yeah, I mentioned about that ground conform. He just did a little jiggle just then. But yeah, oh god, he is way faster. Hey! And I'm sure, just like before, we're going to want to see this as a 150. And I've already got a perfect target. Well, I say perfect. You know what? Bro, no, stop. Don't. Ah! Like. There we go. That was perfect. That was actually pretty good. So there's 110. Let's do the right click attack so it takes more damage. And it carries on doing 110. Oh, never mind then. But at least I got my buff real quick. Lasted 2 minutes. And now I am all speedy again. Speedy, speedy. Let me see if I can fight to that corrupted Rex, because wow, there are a lot of corrupted Rexes, and wow, you cannot swim. Oh, hold on. Did I just hear? That sounds like a Reaper. Okay, Okay, I'll report that to Arman. The Hiveopod literally can't swim. It breaks. I will let him know. There's a freaking brood mother. Oh, 180 mega araneo. Now, if this was like an actual playthrough, that'd be sick. Okay, but my guy's broken. Okay, well, either way, I think we have seen pretty much everything to do with this guy. A little bit brief, but that is the gist of it then. So, different taming method. It inflicts a corrupted mark debuff, which makes creatures take 25% extra damage instead of enraged. And it can create hard polymer, sulfur, and gains corrupted buff from killing corrupted dinos. And I can see some really fun synergy either in caving, or in any scenario, actually, with 25. Oh, imagine this. Imagine tanking one of these against a boss. I've already learned my lessons from the Alpha Zung. I am not doing that again. But, yeah, really interesting synergy with the damage taken debuff, or having the Waste Hiveopod fighting alongside a Blighted Majunga and a Tech Meraxes, which are both, you know, enhanced against fighting corrupted creatures. OSDs, King Titan fight, etc. I really love creatures that have the... Oh, okay. You're just having a little hungry time out then. I see how it is. Anyway, yeah, I can really see this being very interesting in regards to synergy. I love synergy. I love creatures that introduce synergy. Oh, and I almost forgot, there are actually cosmetics with this as well. Unlike the scrapped assets version, this new version does introduce some cosmetics, such as the Ghost Hiveopod. This is activated when you have the Fear Evolved mod enabled, and you can craft it in the smithy, I think. There's also all the various Chibis, which... Oh, no. Oh! Oh, Arman! Oh no, that's adorable! I was genuinely not expecting that. Okay. Well, there's my logo. That's my original Spore logo, actually, from my original channel. Oh! Okay, I was really not expecting that. Bless him. Well, there you go then. That's the special, as it's called, that's actually his name, the special Hiveopod Chibi, which, close. I appreciate it. Let me see the other ones. Oh, for goodness sake. I was really not expecting that. There we go. I've got the corrupted one as well, the standard one, and the dapper one. Well, it says dapper. And something wrong with my nucleus today. I don't think my nucleus works. Oh, that time it worked, actually. Hold on. Let's just quickly check what the dapper one looks like. I'm going to assume it's got like a fun little hat. No. No, never mind. Yeah, my nucleus isn't working properly today. I've not been able to spawn anything. Well, that's fine. That'd be a fun surprise. I'm going to assume it's probably got like a fun little hat or something. And for any other cosmetics... Oh, the ARK animated series costume as well. And that, again, I mean, I'll just spawn a couple in, but I don't think it's going to work, is it? Oh, no, there they are. Oh, great, good. Okay. Oh, that's a engram. All right. Let's quickly chuck you onto that. And we have a, a cartoony version. There you go, then. The animated version. And since I have the engram of all things, there you go. Quickly make that. Oh, wait, it just consumed it. Did I get what? Oh, there. Wait, no. Oh, there we go. We're getting there. We made it. And yeah, this one has a little top hat. That's adorable. Oh, bless. Thank you so much, Arman, for the special one. That's really sweet. And there we go then. Oh, it's even blue. That's really sweet. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I hope you enjoyed the brand new Hiveopod. To remind as well, if you have the scrapped assets, you have the original version, they will still work. They won't have all the new features, but the old ones will still work, but they'll no longer spawn. So from now on, you might want to move over to this one, or you'll have both mods. That works too. Okay, thank you so much. Take care, and have a wonderful day. Cheers.